Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm here with Pinto, who acts like he doesn't want to be here, but he's been following me around all day. But today we're reviewing a brand that claims they started the seamless legging trend. Pretty big claims. Okay, fine. The brand is called Nux Active. You might have seen them on Instagram, but they have really stunning, unique pieces, and it looks like very high quality seamless leggings. So they're a luxury activewear brand based in LA, and they're actually designed and manufactured in LA as well. Always fun to see some products actually made in the US, and they actually hand dye their fabrics. So they're definitely on the pricey range. So I know I review a lot of affordable leggings here, but occasionally we like to dabble in leggings of all price points. You gotta see if it's worth it or not sometimes. So these are definitely Lululemon range prices, so definitely on the high price range. So it's not going to be for everyone, but sometimes you just gotta know. So their website says that they have an advanced knitting technology and creates the highest quality seamless activewear in the industry. They also say that they started the seamless trend back in 2007, and to this date, no other brand could match Nux's quality. They do seem like very good quality, but I've also tried a lot of seamless leggings, so we'll see. They also have a registered body engineer seamless knitting technology. I don't know what that means, but sounds like they know their way around some seamless leggings. Their fabrics are a microfiber nylon spandex blend, and they actually rate every piece that they have on a compression scale, which is great because I always include that in my reviews, so we'll see if I agree with them, but sounds like they did some of my reviewing for me. So they have a light compression that they say fits like a second skin and is very true to size. They also have a moderate compression, which is a balance of comfort and support. They say the moderate compression fits pretty snug and looks smaller on the hanger, which I can't attest. I'm wearing one of the bras right now and it looked pretty tiny, but it's on, it fits. And they also have high compression, which is maximum support. And they say it can look 1 to 2 sizes smaller on the hanger. So it's definitely gonna look small, but then stretch out. All right, without further ado, let's start talking about some of the items I got. So I really wanted to try some of their eyelet leggings because I don't see a lot of leggings like this, and I was definitely drawn in. They're $97, so they're a little pricey. I got these in a size small. These leggings in particular only come in size small through large, so I definitely think their size range could be improved a little bit. And they give the compression rating on the tag. They give these a moderate compression. So these are said to look a little smaller on the hanger. They do look pretty small, but actually okay, they have a lot of stretch. So they have a thick ribbed seamless waistband, and I just noticed this, but there's actually like little like X's in the seamless material of the waistband that are super hard to notice, but it's kind of cute. They also just have a little simple logo over the ribbing, and it doesn't look like it's gonna come off. It's kind of like within the ribbed material. The waistband seamlessly goes into the body of the leggings. The material is a thick, classic knit, seamless fabric. Here is the fabric itself up close. It's very soft, actually. And then they have this beautiful eyelet detailing, which they claim never rips, which is a big claim because a lot of these eyelets like to run and stuff, so I'll keep you updated if they do that. They just have a simple crotch gusset, and they do have like one of those like pseudo seams in the front and also the back. I like them in the back because they do give a little bit of like glute separation, but the front, I don't know, I don't always find it necessary. So here's the eyelet detailing. It's super intricate. Even this part is like kind of raised, and then they have these eyelets. So definitely a lot of detail work going into these leggings. They're really cool. So let's try these on. Okay, so I don't know how a non-brushed fabric can be this soft, but these literally feel like butter. They're so smooth, but they're not like fuzzy or anything, so they're not gonna pill. The eyelets just look really cool. Like I feel like these are just a cool pair of leggings. A little disclaimer, do not pull these leggings up by the eyelets. Bad idea. Don't do it. You've been warned. Even though they say that these are never gonna rip, I never trust it. So I never stick my fingers into these. If you have nails, you need to be very careful. So if you are the type of person to just be like, oh, whatever, I'm just gonna pull my leggings up, maybe a delicate eyelet legging is not the one for you. I wouldn't say these feel super delicate, but anytime you have a fabric like this, you always just have to be careful. I'm actually pretty surprised because I thought that these were gonna be a little bit harder to get on, but they actually have so much stretch. Definitely true to size. I wouldn't even say that they feel tight anywhere. I'd honestly only give them a light to medium compression because I actually don't feel like super squished down. I would give a medium compression in the waistband. It does have a decently high waist, does go over my belly button, which is about where I'd like it to go. I don't think I have any extra fabric anywhere. We're not getting any camel. They're basically a full length, and they're also super stretchy. Like I definitely feel like I can squat in these and I don't feel restricted, which I love. So I feel like these could be like a yoga type legging. I'm just freaking obsessed with this detailing. I think it's so cute. It also goes down on the calves. I don't know if this was intentional or if I just pulled them up a little bit, but the little eyelet detailing kind of like goes up and like goes right underneath your butt. So it kind of acts like a little subtle booty contour without being obvious about it, and I'm kind of here for it. You also have the little seam for some separation, so I definitely give these a solid medium to high on the booty scale. I feel like they're doing pretty good. I feel like these wouldn't hide all sweat. Usually seamless material like this does show a little bit of sweat. I think that these leggings in particular would definitely be good for cellulite because like how are you gonna see any? These are actually super nice and they feel really great. It's always hard for me to review very expensive leggings because I don't buy a lot of them, but they definitely feel really high quality. I don't see a lot of like really cool leggings with stuff like this. So I'm actually a big fan. I wouldn't say I'm getting any camel. I don't love having this seam here because I feel like it doesn't really do much, but it's definitely not like, I don't think it's causing too much attention, so not a big deal for me. I got the Shapeshifter bra to match the leggings, and this was like a little bit tight to get on. This one also only comes in size small through large, so a kind of a limited size range. It's also $70, which I think I could splurge on the leggings, but for kind of like a basic sports bra, I'm not so sure. It's a super stretchy ribbed material. This one they only gave a light compression, but I actually feel pretty compressed in this. I like how the straps just kind of blend in to the body of the bra. Some bras are kind of like, you know, the straps are sewn on situation. I feel like this all looks very seamless and very nice. It has a nice little cross back detail. There's no adjustable straps or anything, but in my size small, which is like my normal sports bra size, I think it fits pretty well. I will say I think you could also fit into this if you're an extra small. It has removable cup pads, but you really can't see them, and they almost feel like they're not even there. I feel like you could take them out because it does actually have pretty good hold. I give it actually a solid medium to high support. I'm really not jiggling at all. It is compressing a lot, but I wasn't expecting a lot of support out of this actually. I feel like I could see this cutting into my neck over time just because it's kind of making it red and it's a little bit tight, but that also might be due to the sizing. So I'd say true to size, maybe size up in this, especially since this is only the light compression one and it wasn't supposed to be like looking too small, but this one, I definitely felt like it was looking small. So here's a fabric close up. I was holding Pinto, so I have a few hairs, but it's just kind of a ribbed material, super stretchy. It's a nice sports bra. It is pretty basic. I do always like having a matching set, but $70 is kind of a lot, so. I also got their 1x1 leggings in this kind of like nude color called Peachy Sand. I don't know if this color goes with my skin tone. I never know about nude. These are $99, so also on the higher price range. These come in size extra small through large, so a little better than the other ones. I still got a size small. These leggings are a nylon spandex blend. They feel pretty similar to the other ones, but they actually might be a little bit softer. The fabrics all feel like really good quality. These ones also got rated as a moderate compression. This legging comes in a bunch of colors, definitely the biggest color range out of any of the leggings, and apparently it's their best-selling legging. They say it's like moto inspired. It does have some little detailing. I'll go over that in a second. So I would still consider these a seamless legging, but these are definitely like less seamless than the other ones. The waistband doesn't seamlessly flow into the leggings like the other ones. It definitely is like sewed on, but it still won't be super noticeable. And then it does have more of a true front and back seam, as well as a gusset crotch and a seam down the leg. But I think all seamless leggings kind of have to have that. These have a really cool waistband. It is ribbed, but it's actually like more ribbed at the top. So it's going to give you a little more compression at the very top to kind of hold you in, make the hourglass waist. Then it has some details kind of like sewn into the fabric. It's not a different color. It's just kind of like a little texture, and it's just kind of like this little like ladders type detail, and it kind of comes around the knee, and it's very subtle. So I would say that these look kind of like plain leggings, but if you look closely, they do have some little details. So I think it's a cute touch. And even though these aren't brushed, they're actually like really soft, and I can just like tell how stretchy these are gonna be. And I love a nice stretchy seamless legging. So let's try them on. All right, so here are the 1x1 leggings. And first of all, I would just like to make a petition to end all nude colored leggings like this. I just don't like the color. I feel like on certain skin tones it looks good, but overall I just think that colors and even like black and white just look better than nude. I've never been a fan of brown or nude in terms of leggings. I also just don't want anyone to look at me in the gym and be like, is that girl wearing clothes? It's a reasonable question. If you like see me at the gym in these, I don't know. All right, on to the actual review. So these ones I would definitely say is a more true moderate compression. Definitely feel more compressed than these. I also feel like these have slightly less stretch, but I'm actually not really feeling restricted. I still feel pretty good squatting and moving around in these. I definitely prefer the other ones. The waist was slightly higher. These are really more of like a high mid-rise rather than like a true high rise. They really just go to my belly button, and you can't really pull them up because they do have a seam in the front, and it will give you camel if you pull it up. So I definitely prefer they're more like true seamless, because this is not really seamless in my opinion. I really like all the details. This fabric doesn't seem as buttery as the last one either. Still very soft. It's still that knit seamless material, but it doesn't have the buttery softness that the last one had. The waistband also has about a medium compression. I feel like it could be actually a little bit tighter on me. I would say that they're overall very true to size. This is a size small, and that's my normal size, and I don't really think I have any extra fabric, and it was a little difficult to get on, but now that they're on, I still feel like they have a lot of stretch, and I don't feel restricted or tight in any areas. These are also basically a full length, so definitely good for the tall ladies. And because you can't really pull these up very much, I feel like they're not quite as flattering on the glutes. They're pretty good. They have like a little compressive region, but it goes more down your thigh. So if it was like under the glutes, I feel like it would really lift. It's not really like a glute contour or anything. They do have a seam to divide the glutes a little bit though. And this fabric is very thick and knit, so I do think these would actually be very good for cellulite coverage. I wouldn't expect these to hide sweat entirely, just because usually seamless material isn't. And yeah, these are a solid basic legging, but I definitely prefer their more seamless style leggings. I think those really well won me over. These were just more okay to me. Then I got the 1x1 crop to match. So this is definitely a crop top, not a sports bra. This is $64, so a little bit cheaper than the other sports bra. It's made to match the 1x1 leggings, obviously. This one is also given a moderate compression, and I really like the shape of this. It's a nice high neck. Looks like it's gonna have decent length and very open little shoulder armpit holes. And it also has similar little like ribbed kind of pattern detailing that just adds a little bit. It might be more noticeable in some of the darker colors. When you have a really light color and a really dark color, it's hard to see the details, but a nice like medium, probably see a lot of the details. So let's try it on. And we have the 1x1 top. This one definitely felt a little bit tight to get on, so I'd maybe size up depending on your chest size. I'm kind of between a small and medium in tops, and this is a small. I love the neckline, and if you adjust it, it can hide a sports bra underneath. Mine's kind of peeping out a little bit, but depending on which sports bra you wear. It goes about an inch below your bra band, and it stays put really well when you lift your arms, so I do think it's a solid crop. It also gives a little bit extra support because of the compression it gives. It has really cute little detailing. I feel like this could be worn as like kind of an athleisure top too, not just like to the gym top, especially depending on which color you get. But I do like this high neckline, open shoulders, and the back is very basic as well. It just has a couple little sewn in details, just like leggings. But yeah, I think the crop is cute. All right, so that's it for the review. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do, give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not. I think the highlight of this video was definitely those high life leggings. I think they're so cute. They definitely have a lot of other really cool seamless type leggings on their website with little eyelets, little details. So definitely go check those out. As always, leave a comment down below if you have any video suggestions, things you want me to review, things you want me to talk about. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.